but as we all know, there is like a lot of certifications, as you mentioned, from IIPP, but also from the information security side, from auditing side, and we have a poll coming up as well that how to pick the first one, like and should I do it? So, because I've also seen like there is like this inside joke that some privacy professionals said it's you're like collecting badges, like the more you have, the merrier. So like how to get this going? Like, is it important to get as much as possible, or is it just tailoring what sits the best for you?
Call it the same. You know, you remember there's this movie Avengers, and there is this power or ring. Yeah, so this is sometimes it feels like that. Well, on technical certifications from ISACA, I think that they are like really good for technical professionals. I haven't done them myself, so I don't, have the inside experience. But upon choosing, let's say it depends, because I get this question a lot from mentors from around the globe, like, should I do CIPP, or should I start with AIGP? Should I start with US? My advice is always to start from the certification in the region where you're working in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working in Europe, if you're planning to work in Europe, it's a really good thing to start with CIPP Europe. Moreover, I would say, as European privacy is one of the most comprehensive, it has a lot of terminology, a lot of concepts.
Yes.
Shifting to another countries, it's really like, a foundation of a house. Once you learn and prepare with European privacy, it would be easier for you to compare, at least with the other jurisdictions. Some people think that once I have studied Europe, I can, tailor everything in my company to Europe. This is the wrong approach also, because if you are entering US market, well, you might get into troubles with Federal Trade Commission if, well, you just use only one approach. I wouldn't go into the details, but you have to think of the regions where your company is working and to grab, the knowledge. Because, for example, if your company is working, let's say, only in Turkey, I don't see how grabbing all the certifications would help you, because at the end of the day, it's not about your ego. Yes, we all have this, we want to grab the certifications, we want to shine all that, like a girl likes to shine their Cartiers and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's still, companies are not buying your badges. They are buying your experience, critical thinking, and knowledge. I would say that in this particular order, because right now, knowledge is freely available, right? You can find an internet, whatever you need, but your experience, it's what is the key to your success. Your experience and your ability to critically think and advise the company. That's how you build up your price. Because yes, the company might look and see in CV that you have these certifications, but then they're going into practical questions. They're asking you about your experience. They're asking you about some things which happen in the specific region where they're interested in. And that's how it works. So my advice is, if you have decided to go for the certifications, you start with the region you are in. If you are looking for the job in some kind of region, for example, if you are a European professional who thinks of expanding to Canadian market, which is really popular right now, you should go and, study and complement it with CIPPC. If you are thinking about the companies who are moving to Asian market, this is really good to go and analyze the Asian market via CIPPA. If you want to add a shiny new thing to your knowledge, well, you can go for AIGP. But I definitely don't recommend people who have no knowledge in privacy going for AIGP. The reason is very simple, because even though this exam requires a lot of knowledge about AI itself, like foundations, the risks, and all that stuff, it still has a lot of questions that require understanding of privacy, because they are going into questions of automated decision making from GDPR. They are going actually to some into some sectoral United States laws. That's overwhelming at the end of the day.
Absolutely.